This is Ryan Elliott for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. We just finished the open workout down here in Leeds ahead of Lara Warrington 2 this weekend. With me, making his pro debut on this huge bill this weekend, Mali the Matrix Wright. Mali, thank you for joining me. How are you?
Thanks for having me. I'm good, thanks. Ready to go. Weigh in tomorrow. Press conference and then get the show on the road. First fight, first win, hopefully first knockout. In my hometown of Leeds, Headingley. I know Headingley well. I went to uni in Headingley, used to live in Headingley. Been out in Headingley. It's just perfect storm, ready to happen.
This must be surreal for you. Not many people get what they'd call the perfect debut. We've been in your hometown on the undercard of someone I know you respect immensely in Josh Warrington. With your own fans there, post-COVID, everyone's back in again. You must be pinching yourself.
Yeah, it's amazing. The support's been unreal. Between me and the team, we've done loads of tickets, so I know the support will be crazy. I got my own T-shirts printed, got 100 of them. They went very quickly, so you'll see my colours, black and green, in the crowd. It'll just be amazing. I can't believe it's hard to believe that it's actually happening. To be fair, Headingley, where I've grown up, in Leeds, on the undercard of what I'd say is probably I've got two favourite boxers, and they both got the same initials: Jody Wilkinson and Josh Warrington. So it's just amazing. Thinking about it, I start getting starstruck. But when level-headed, I'll go out, listen to my corner, follow the instructions, and hopefully get the job done pretty soon.
Let's start there. You train with Nick Manners, who's someone obviously Josh knows very well. You know Josh well. You told me off camera that Josh is an inspiration. You said that he's one of your favourite fighters as well. How do you sum up the impact that Josh Warrington has had on you, and how long you've been watching him for as well? He's been around for so long.
Yeah, I knew Josh. I've heard about Josh before I met him, but it turns out we trained at the same amateur club, Tigers Gym. He trains with Nick as well. I think I first met him in 2013, and he's just been a massive help, inspiration. He used to come down to the gym, and before like national championships, he'd take me for a walk around the block. We'd have a chat. And just to even be able to be fighting on his undercard, I've watched his performances and his surprises each and every time. It's unfortunate about the last one. I think the lack of fans had a major part to play in that. But he's going to right his wrong. He's going to show Lara what he's really made of, show him his skills, and hopefully we both come out with a W, along with all the Leeds lads on the show. Brandon Stansfield, a guy that I train with as well. Zahid Hussain, I went to school with Zahid Hussain, who's fighting Hopi Price. Good luck to both of them. I've met them both. I'm good friends with them both. Hopefully they do their thing. Jack Bateson as well. We went to watch the rugby, so thanks to Headingley Stadium. Oh no, the cricket the other day, for letting us watch the cricket in the boxes. Was a good experience. Hopefully this is the start of a great journey.
You brought it up there that you believe Josh will have his revenge this weekend, and you think the crowd will play a big factor. You're close to the team. I'm going to ask you for the inside scoop. What's the report on how Josh has been in this camp compared to previous?
You can't say compared to previous because all his camps he has trained very well. I just think the last time out he was training a bit too long because Josh he's a professional. He don't cut corners, and with him not having a date, that kind of could have played worse into his hands because he'd just be training, and then when it came around to Lara, he would have gone into camp having previously trained 4 months. It takes a toll on the body. He's looking as sharp as always. He always looks sharp. He's always fit. His engine's 10 out of 10. I don't think I've seen a boxer training that's fitter than Josh or can match him for work rate. It's just I think the lack of crowd and fighting under the COVID restrictions, not fighting for 18 months, it was just a weird situation for Josh to be in. But seeing him now, he's looking as sharp as ever, looking as fit as ever, and I don't see how Lara beats him unless Josh just stands there and lets Lara hit him, which he won't. He's going to stick to his boxing game plan. We've seen Josh in the past. He's outworked his opponents, and people think he just throws lots of shots, but there's a method to the madness. There's a lot of work that he puts in behind getting those shots out.
And Mali, with yourself, I wanted to ask you about this link up with Nick Manners and working alongside Nick. Nick, very well respected in the boxing game, one of boxing's good guys as well. How long have you known Nick for, and what kind of impact has he had on you as well?
Oh wow, I've known Nick for way too long. How long have I known him? I first started training with Nick when I was in high school, so about 15, so we're going on 10, 11 years now. I've been training with Nick. He's the first person I did any boxing with, so he's always been my coach, always will be my coach. It's a good bond that we have. It is father-sonish, but it's a case of we link up in the gym, we get our work done in the gym. He's here. You saying big man? We're talking about you. We're talking about you. performance. So it's good to be with someone like Nick. He's not a free rein, but he allows me to express myself in training and in the ring. And he's just always there for me when I need him, inside and outside the ring. Get off me. Get off me. Let's not turn it into one of those shows.
All right.
Nick, while you're here, I might as well grab a quick word with you. How excited should we be about the Matrix that's arriving on Saturday night in Headingley?
Listen, what I'd love to happen on Saturday is for Mali just to express himself how I know he can express himself, enjoy yourself, feed yourself on the moment, just enjoy it. Let me tell you something now. I've got a belief in Mali that if he realises that dream and the potential that I see in him, I think he's got a very, very good future. I see the individualism in him. I feel the character. That's a fantastic word.
It's a good one, but I didn't know if it was a word.
Shut up. I make my own words. I see the individualism in him. I see the character, and I see the ability to learn and to improve. He's got a lot of improvements to make, and that's a good thing, because at this point in his journey, I think he's very good. So what I'll do is I'll just turn around and say, look, my first and foremost obligation, commitment to you, Mali, was to turn around and give you the opportunity to box on the highest stage. That's what I've said. I've always said that. As far as I'm concerned, any fighter that I'm in and around, dream. And don't imagine that you're boxing in some pub car park and all that business. No, and that's no disrespect to the fighters that do. But if you want to be a top class fighter, you've got to aim high, you've got to dream, and you've got to believe that you're going to be in them stadiums. You know what? I've delivered, you deliver. All right?
Perfect. Mali, now when we were speaking off camera, you said to me, 27 years old, I said, you got plenty of time then. You said, no, I want to get going quicker. How fast can we expect to see you move in the pro ranks, all being well, with the pro debut on Saturday?
Let's stop there. Let's just, listen, we've got a four-round introduction into professional boxing, and let's deal with that. Let's go one step at a time. This is a massive step to take. Let's take it, and then we'll talk about step 2.
Mali, I'm going to leave the final word to you. As you said, you've been selling the merch. You're going to have everyone down there at Headingley for the dream debut. It doesn't get much better. 30 grand worth of tickets for a debut. It doesn't get much better than that. What can those coming down to support you and those tuning in at home expect to see from the Matrix?
What it says in the name. I'm going to showcase my skills, reactivity. Is that a word? Reactivity? No. Yeah, it is reactivity. It is. I got that one.
It's about response. Reaction.
Yeah.
Reactionism.
But just showcase my skills, listen to the game plan. I think the main thing for me is, whilst having those 20,000 people there and everyone cheering me and supporting me, just listen to my corner and follow the instructions. I'll be happy if I get the job done how they expect me to get the job done and how they want me to do it.
You know when, when Chris Eubanks did the corner with his son, I didn't find anything wrong with how he conducted himself.
No, you don't want you doing that.
No, I'm not going to do I'm not going to do that. But what I'm saying is, in reality, all the work has been done. So in reality, unless there's a problem, that's the only time when a cornerman should come into action. Be called into action.
I can do my thing.
No, that's right.
So you're
no, you do your thing.
thing.
You do your thing, and if you do your thing, I've got no complaints. If you do your thing and anything looks like it's not being right, that's when I come in, I turn around and say, listen, we're going to have to adjust this, so you're going to have to do my thing. Because really and truly, you understand what I mean? Enough love.
Guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for speaking to Boxing Social. Look forward to the debut. Nick, you got one more thing to say. I'll leave the final word to you.
We'd like to say thank you very much to the lead supporters and all the fans that have come and supported Mali individually. There's a lot of people who's bought tickets on the back of the fact that we're on a massive show with Josh Warrington, but there's also a lot of local support from the areas that's coming directly for and to see Mali's journey. So to them people who say thank you very much, no, honestly, thank you, because you know what it is. It does, because you can't do it without the support of your people, and I respect that. Nice, we're going to do our best.
Yeah. Oh, thanks to my sponsors as well. I've got your t-shirt on, Trident Fitness and the Ankle and Foot Clinic. Let's get it.